What is going on, Ben Nation? It's your man Bleaves back again for another round of what's up with that? Anyway, so some of you have exited, some of you have doubled down, but everybody knows who Ben Armstrong is. And Ben Armstrong is the chairman of Ben Armstrong is the chairman of the Bencoin Foundation. And you, if you're moving, selling, getting out, you're not recognizing the signs of what could be one of the most fantastic runs that you will ever see in crypto. Now, if you're over leveraged, by the way, fine. You got out, you took a loss, whatever. But if you're not getting back in and you're not putting yourself in a prime position, it is my belief that you are making a mistake. And I'm going to tell you why. We're going to go over it. And, at the end of this, I hope that you'll say, you know what, beliefs actually are always right. Now, if you like this content, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, the like button, the bell to be notified of future content, and leave a comment down below letting me know that you are part of Ben Nation. And look, I get a lot of messages from people that tell me, because I know Ben, I talk to Ben, that maybe I should tell Ben what to do, or that it does not work that way. Ben Armstrong is a grown man doing grown man stuff, and he's been attacked, he's been vilified, he's been under fire from his friends, the people that he trusted the most in his life. He's been under attack from those. Now, there are plenty of different things that you can have opinions about, but let us not forget everything that has happened is because these people tried to steal his company from him. They went to his family to tell his family about his personal business. And look, you can like or not like personal business, but you must remember, he didn't do that. These backstabbing friends, did that to him and then tried to steal his company. Now, they also, under duress, forced him to give up property. There's a lot going on in the background. Now, if you support Ben Armstrong, I hope that you support this channel, and I hope that you support the Ben Coin project, but that's a decision that you have to make. And I hope that your decision is a good one for the benefit of the community, because here's the thing. At the end of this, and I know I got a little wordy here, but I want to be very specific with you. At the end of this, Ben Armstrong is still Ben Armstrong, the guy that everybody takes the time to love on X or to love on YouTube, is the guy that people like to hate on YouTube and also on X. Either way, you got an opinion about Ben Armstrong, and what do you think the value proposition of someone like that is in the cryptocurrency space? That's money. And this is my opinion. You can take that for what you want, but Ben Armstrong moves the needle. Ben Armstrong is fighting in karate combat, and Ben Armstrong is the highest paid person at karate combat. Of all the influencers out there doing their fighting, Ben Armstrong is the highest paid. Do you know why? Because he moves that needle. Now, again, you can do whatever you want with your funds. It's your money. But if you think that because Ben Armstrong say wild stuff on X that he must be losing his mind, no, Ben Armstrong moves needles, and he does this for effect, for influence, to get followers, to make people pay attention. Are you paying attention? Let's talk about price action real quick. We'll talk about price action, then we'll talk about what else is going on. So price action, guys, it should be fair to say that a lot of you are feeling that pain and saying, hey, you guys said bad things about this person or this person, whatever. And it is okay for you to exit a project. But if you are paying attention to this, and by the way, I am not telling you that we found a bottom. You can see the wicks down here at the bottom, which would indicate that maybe we had found a bottom, but you see that it did start to wane again. Crypto market lost about $20 billion in capital overnight. So it is reasonable to expect that on that 4 hours in the last 12, you would see some downward pressure from people exiting because, look, they need to be stimulated. They need to be pumped. We have a lot of people in this space that tell you, oh, I'm holding this bag forever, bro. I'm never going to sell. They're going to sell the moment this thing hits their price point, okay? Don't let anybody play with you on that. But here's the thing. In the next couple of days, and I've said this in chat, I'm going to say this here publicly right now. In the next couple of days, you're going to witness something that will change dynamically what you think. Now, is it going to make you like Ben Armstrong? Nope. It's going to make you love Ben Armstrong? Yeah, probably. But you're going to have to make a decision. But you're going to have some more information next week that is going to make you pay a lot more attention to Ben Armstrong. Now, guys, what did I just say? Something is about to happen that's going to make you pay a lot more attention to Ben Armstrong. What do you think the value proposition of that is? Pay attention. Listen to the signs. Pay attention to the signals. Now, when we look at the overall on the USDT pairing, which includes MEXC, et cetera, you see kind of the same thing. So we're going to keep that updated. Now, join BenCoin. If you haven't already, today is your final day to migrate. You have until midnight tonight, Eastern Standard Time. That is 11 p.m. Central Standard Time and 10 p.m. Pacific. Nobody lives in the mountain. Come on, no Mountain Standard Time here. Ben, tomorrow is the last day to migrate your tokens to V2. Now, if you do not do that, then those tokens will be moved into the BenCoin Foundation and community pool. So they will be lost. So make sure that you do this. Now, there will be an opportunity for you if you have a legitimate reason that you haven't done it in the last 90 days. They will be taking that into consideration on a one-to-one basis. You'll have to go to Telegram or you'll have to contact Join BenCoin on X and figure out what that path forward looks like. But generally speaking, it will be the last day to migrate your tokens at benfi.io. So if you want to go do the transfer, benfi.io. A lot of people are saying they have a problem with it. If you have a problem with it, increase your slip. Problem solved. So, but let's move on from there. The other thing is the BenCoin community. Now, this is a community-run page. It says, unwrap the holiday spirit with BenCoin. Join our Christmas themed banner contest and let your creativity shine. How are we not calling this a Christmas banner contest? I don't know the answer to that. We'll figure it out a little bit later. But this is the important part, guys. This is the important part right here. And this is a message from Ben. A lot of you don't like me. That's fine. It doesn't bother me. I've learned to enjoy it. But we need to get a few things straight here about why you don't like me, and let's get really honest about it. It's funny because people hate me for the same reason they love me. Why? Here's my challenge to you. Oh, you know what? I should probably this in order. Me, plain and simple, it's me. It's nothing I've done. It's not a coin you think I shilled or something you read that I did on Twitter or some price prediction I was wrong about. It's just me. You don't like me, and that's okay. But let's call it like it is. That's the thing that closest people around me couldn't do. They couldn't tell me the truth. They could only go behind my back and steal from me while plotting a coup to bring me down. None of this is false, by the way. And by the way, they've publicly humiliated me to try to teach me some sort of lesson. Guys, if you remember the hostage video that came out of Hit Network's alleged hostage video from the people who mostly no longer work there, by the way, then you remember that Ben also had a video that they demanded and required that he make, telling you that he made mistakes. They manipulated him into these situations. All of this will be out soon. Today, the onslaught begins, but the point of this post is not to go over what has happened. It's more about what has not happened. Where are the allegations of proof of me pumping and dumping? None of this has come out in these lawsuits. Now, there are expert blockchain witnesses combing through my address. Now, while we're on the subject of that, people were talking in some of the chats, some of the roundabout chats about money being taken from Ben. Everything is public. So is anything taken that shouldn't be? No. Are things getting paid for? Yes. So when people have these conspiracies, they're wild conspiracies to dunk on the price so that the price comes down so that they can buy and make the price pump, or they're stupid. There's not really two ways to put that. They're just people who don't understand the blockchain and they're like, I don't think so. I think this isn't that right. Or whatever it is that they think. I don't know how they talk. I just assume that they talk like that if they don't understand, because, but at the end of the day, here's the thing. I'm not a criminal. I've never intentionally done harm to my followers, not once, ever. The worst thing I ever did and still feel terrible about is doing a disclaimer at the top of the description that an ad was in the video but didn't audibly say it. This is how my conscience works. And that's fair enough. I feel bad sometimes too when sometimes I get excited and I do the same thing. I've partnered with BenCoin. So I'm a partner with BenCoin right now, so just so you guys understand. So, but guys, I'm going to wrap this up. You can read the rest of this. Go to X, read all of Ben's information. The point to this is, if you are not on Team Ben, it is my personal opinion, you're making a mistake, that you probably are going to miss out on an epic run. Now, can you afford to miss out on an epic run? Absolutely, because there is risk associated with everything. There is risk that I tell you today that, you know what, you probably should be in BenCoin because I think that it's about to take off, right? There's risk because I might tell you that, and then you know what, a few minutes from now, it could dunk another 100 points, get another 500 points. And we could be like, whoa, that was a little bit much, because some other Chad is like, well, I don't like the way he talked when he said the word loiter or whatever they say. I mean, again, I don't know what they say or how they talk. I just assume that they talk like that. But the point is, I think that people are going to miss a bus. They're going to miss an opportunity. They're going to miss the reality that is Ben Armstrong. Ben Armstrong moves that needle in cryptocurrency. And when he's under attack, maybe he moved that needle in the wrong direction for you. Maybe he moved that needle in the right direction for you. Maybe there are some things that he's done that you liked or didn't like or been indifferent about or just been frustrated or exasperated by. It's okay, because at the end of this run, when all the cards have been played and all the chips are laid bare for everybody to see who's holding the bag, you're going to find out the reason that stake.com is on the Ben Armstrong crypto experience and not on the Hit Network is because Ben moves the needle. The reason that the Hit Network's the hostage video shows a whole bunch of people who are no longer there is because Ben moves the needle and they can't afford those people anymore. The reason that they pretend to tell you they've got these gigantic partnership announcements and then they're partnering with whitepaper.com to get you to get notepads to use pens like you live in the web too. Gross. There's a reason for that. The reason is because nobody watches. You know what they're doing? They're watching. They're watching the Ben Armstrong crypto experience. Now, I'm going to close this out, and I'm going to say again, I think you guys might want to consider looking at Bencoin. Maybe doing a little bit more, getting an idea of what's going on, reading between the lines. Go read Ben's Twitter, X, whatever you call it, and figure it out for yourself. Go into Telegram, do your own research, figure it out for yourself. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm heavily invested, and I'm down big, and I don't care because I do know what the future holds for Bencoin. Not specifics, but I know what the future holds for Bencoin. I know who Ben Armstrong is, and I'm gonna be there for it. So this is not financial advice. My name's Blaze. I'm always right. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know this got a little bit wordy. I hope you stuck around with me to the end. If you did, make sure you leave a comment down below, letting me know. Blaze, Jesus Christ, shut up and like works faster or something. Like, God damn, or whatever it is. Anyway, that's it. We'll talk to you again very, very